As I sit here, I'm thinking, I think there was something I meant to record, but I may have forgotten. Actually, no, I didn't forget. I set about to try to record it, and every error in the world.
Self-diagnostic complete. I'm happy to report I won't be falling apart.
Brand new elevator section here for Grey Garden. With the new warehouse window blocks. Kind of fits with the theme of the greenhouse here. Have the little expansion going off to the side so the stairs will work better because I can't build under that anymore.
Greed, hate, anger. It's a shame that humans seem to
Eventually I gotta install a switch here so people can use the door. But no. Settlers are idiots. So that might not be an option. Why use the stairs like a pleb? Let's go over here.
To serve with you, sir.
And there's a reason why I'm using the 3-level elevators here. 4-level ones are bugged, at least in the PlayStation 4 version.
Your emotions appear to be an anomaly.
So I have to use three levels.
Perhaps you should have them purged.
Glass enclosure. It took a lot to get these in place even. Tricking it into getting this in the exact right position and changing the wall to the other way, other direction. So much work. And all that down the toilet. I just had to show it though. And then the fog rolled in, and the radiation. Ruining the idea. Wrong one, you. And there's the bug. This is a 3-level one, and it got glitched. This is a bug with the elevators. The buttons disappear. All the 4-level ones do this right after you leave the settlement and come back. Every time. Every time I had a 4-level elevator. Plus it had several other problems. Guess you could do that. I bet you'd take damage if you stood here while it went up. Glass roof at the top. Machine gun alley here. And Grey Garden invisible below. Practically unseeable thanks to the radiation storm and fog. Great. Right when I open up, fog and radiation and everything. Did add a few concrete segments. The settlers get in at the bottom here and head up to their beds, which I haven't set up yet. This is at the build limit. Right about here, where the cursor is where where you go outside the build area. But putting a prefab structure, you can put over the build limit. Not sure if that'll actually count though. Anyway, gonna have to fast travel. I replaced the metal structure with concrete in the middle here just because it looks better. Free fall leg armor, go! So the rain doesn't work up there, but it works down here.
I must apologize for the odd
Turned out pretty good, though.
A consequence of being mechanical in nature.
It's all the warehouse parts. I use the barn floors because the warehouse floors of these cost steel. Warehouse pillars, concrete railings,
Yeah.
warehouse stairs, warehouse floors, warehouse everything. Only the warehouse piece is size and the barn piece is size with the elevators.
According to plan, sir.
Nothing else will size with the elevators.
Yes.
A pleasure to see you again, sir.
And now on to a project over here. I hope they come out with console mods soon. I want to see if I can get the thing that makes foundations lock to each other. And I really hope they patch it so that the elevators lock on correctly soon. I started a project on a building, and I started it because I knew the floors wouldn't lock into place correctly with the elevator until I redid it like 3 or 4 times. This is home. It's getting a little cramped. We have lots of stuff to display. And now, with a new gun display mods, we are running out of room for displaying legendary guns. So why keep a good frame rate in Sanctuary? In fact, why keep a mediocre frame rate in Sanctuary? I robbed the Institute and put it all in here before I blew them up. Exterminator, shredding, crippling, quad barrel. We have all these great guns. But the house is so small we can't hardly display it. We need a new house. And one where we can get away from the weirdos. I think this would be a nice place for a house. These floors will not lock on correctly as the whole upper floor was out of alignment when I first set this up. Please don't be bugged, please don't be bugged, please don't be bugged. It's bugged, like all the other ones. The buttons have disappeared on the main panel. If I remove this, it's probably never going to go back in again. Yep. Might be because of the walls on the sides. I'm just going to take them off to see. The walls work, though. You can pass wires through windows, warehouse windows. These. The wires will go through them. However, if you move this pass-through conduit and try to put it back, it will never reattach. So you have to redo all the conduit wiring again. And these upside-down conduits are currently bugged. They will not attach properly. If I take that, it attaches to the floor. So you have to put the pipe in and attach it there first. And that's the wrong pipe anyway. And these pipes appear to be directional somehow. Someone thought electricity works like water. There. Did that bring it back? Updating the power? Nope. If I were to move it, could I put it back? The answer is no, because it doesn't lock in. It's still attached, so let's drop it. Let's detach the wire. This is going to ruin the building, probably. But just for the sake of testing it. Let's try to put it back into the floor. So I can put it back in now. Everything's exactly lined up. It would not do that earlier because this floor was just slightly over that way when it locked to the elevator. Which threw off this floor, which threw off this floor, which then this floor wouldn't go in. Store. Now let's replace it. It's not an electricity because it's not an electrical appliance, it's its own thing. 2-level elevators lock in. 3-level elevators lock in. 4-level elevators never lock in. Never will lock in, never could possibly lock in. You try to get them to lock in, they will just sit there, smile, and give you the finger. Like, you can position it so it's close. But these buttons always disappear after a little bit of time. And apparently, now that I've noticed, so do the other elevators buttons. And the elevator's misaligned because I'm using a PlayStation controller. This is not going to be precise in any way. Then you can spend like half an hour trying to fiddle it into the exact right position. But no, the four floor elevators will not lock to anything. Come on, pick it up. Pick it up. They're a pain to even put down. Floors will lock to them, but they will not lock to a floor. Here it very well could be wires in the way, but will not lock to the floor, ever. Not really convinced yet. Let's have a look at a 3-level elevator. Back, let's put my 3-level elevator back exactly where it was. And see if I get my buttons back. There are the buttons. And it has power.